So every day, millions of people go to Washington, D.C. Who was that? Who was that?
It was him. If I smell that, Billy, I swear I'm gonna kill you.
Oh my God.
Everyone knows the U.S. is a big state. Which means we got a lot of games here, and it's our job to find them.
Join us on our epic quest to search for retro games.
And give them a proper home in our game rooms.
You're a disgusting bastard.
We are on our way to Washington, D.C. for Magfest 2012.
The only reason we're able to even take this trip is because we're taking my wife's car and we're driving there. There's no way we'd be able to afford plane tickets right now.
This is going to be a long road trip, isn't it?
We got to get there and get home, basically. Everything else is covered.
RetroWare TV is actually footing the bill for a hotel room.
Of course, we're going to take this opportunity to stop at any and every place that we can find along the way and do some game chasing. What good is this kind of trip if we don't find any games?
Regina wrote us a letter. She wanted us to read it. Dear Billy J and Melvor, please use the trash bags, paper towels, and air freshener I put in here. Don't use the cup holder in the back, it doesn't work. Drive safely, please minimize the tooting on tour.
Well, maybe we should have read the letter, 10 minutes ago then.
And no illegal shenanigans either. Love, Gina. P.S. Keep Billy out of trouble. He's not a very good... What the hell does that say? Oh, he's not a very good liar, and I always find out anyway. Oh yeah, have fun. Thank you, Regina.
We pick up my stupid brother from his apartment.
Melvor, our cameraman, who's actually going to be our cameraman on this trip.
And not only does he have a trash bag for freaking luggage, he opens the door and immediately starts griping at Billy and I.
I didn't appreciate the fact that they started ripping on my luggage when I got into the car.
And he goes off on a 10-minute tangent how we're tards.
These guys put me in the bad mood.
I take it you don't approve?
Dude, that's how somebody gets killed.
Where was my invite, huh, motherfuckers? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you want to pull this where was my invite bullshit. Yeah.
On top of everything else, at the very last possible second, like when we're on our way, he says, oh guys, by the way, I don't get paid till Friday.
I don't think it really registered to any of us the monetary situation that we were in.
And I'm looking at Jay, I'm like, Jay, how much money you have? Jay's like, oh no, like $80. Oh, great. That's just awesome. We can get to Washington, D.C. How the hell are we getting back?
So for 2 days, this schlock has no freaking funds to contribute to anything.
Just save on gas by tying the front of this car to a bus that's headed to D.C.
You know what? That's a really good idea, actually. Next truck stop, let's stop and say, hey, you headed west, east?
F it, let's just go. I mean, who does that? You go halfway across the country not knowing if you can get back or not. Screw it. That's the way game chasing go. The first stop on the trip here is a Goodwill that we just actually happen to just drive by.
Somebody, I'm not going to say who, scores a Star Fox 64 complete in box for $3. So far, the road trip's been good.
Retro Roadshow just said, on my comment when I said, Melvor said, let's find a West Texas Bigfoot. Crow said, dude, let's start a paranormal podcast. I'll cover the north, you guys get the south. Another person or two to cover the east and west coast. And we got this country on lockdown. No big feats or aliens is gonna get past us.
Bigfoot is definitely real, along with the chupacabras.
So we haven't left Texas yet. We're still on the road, trugging away, and we've hit several, small thrift stores here and there, a few Goodwills. Really haven't found anything, but the trip's still young, so we're bound to find some stuff sooner or later.
I want to move that.
So MC calls your phone, right? He goes, hey, call him and tell him to get another 2-liter. I'm like, well, you're doing a side. And I was like, besides, I'm on my phone, I'm doing something, you call him. He calls and your phone rings inside the car. I'm like, oh, he left his phone in here. He hangs up, then he calls you back and lets it ring for like 15 seconds. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? That's his phone ringing. Oh, I thought that was yours. He's so stupid. You're so stupid, dude. You're just the dumbest.
Being the Game Chasers cameraman, you got to put up with a lot of stuff because they sit there going like this.
Give me the camera. Let me get a shot of this real quick.
Just grab the other camera from the back, dude. It's taking its hell trying to get this freaking shit set up. Just do what I tell you to do.
We don't have enough time.
Oh my God.
I'm not the biggest guy, so they can intimidate me. And Dodongo's 5'0", so he can't defend himself either.
I ain't got no love for you hoes.
That saying that these guys have, and I'm not going to say it because they'll take it out of context, but no, that's not the way it goes.
I mean, we're all adults. You're not gonna worry about hurting my feelings or anything. I don't have feelings. I'm fucking Dodongo.
And you know what? You better not dig through this and find me saying something stupid and use it like you do the all right guy. You better not do that. And
You just gave me one right there.
All right.
We're almost out of Texas. There's a small little town called Hooks. There's a thrift store here, and I'm eager to check it out.
There it is, Fairground Flea Market Antiques. Who did it? Who did it?
I did see a few games in here, but they were the common ones and overpriced. However, I did see something that caught my eye, a GoBots carrying case. So when I saw that GoBots carrying case for only $3, I knew that I was gonna be getting it. It was a no-brainer, and I got it.
Keep going, we got a little bit.
Right on the border of Texas and Arkansas, there's a town called Texarkana. I never knew this, but half of that city is in Texas. The other half is in Arkansas, Texarkana.
There's a few places here in Texarkana we want to check out. The first being a Salvation Army. Salvation Armies, just like Goodwills, hit or miss. So we're not finding any games here at the Salvation Army. However, I did find a strategy guide for Mario 64.
Why did you leave this one down there?
Because this one was on top of that. Give me that.
Super Mario 64 Game Secrets, unauthorized. Dude, the Cash America ain't gonna have nothing. They tell them,
All right.
just stay here.
Checking out a couple more places here in Texarkana, a couple of more thrift stores, a couple of pawn shops, and no luck.
Stupid Cash America pawn.
Stupid freaking lady.
So we've just been driving around, seeing what we can find. Not a whole lot.
Oh, there's a Goodwill in town also. I'm like, oh no!
Not much luck here in Texarkana.
It's two different states. I mean, I'm sure they got some kind of system, wouldn't you think?
You would think. Well, New York's like that. It's in 2 states, and so is, what, Kansas City?
Kansas City? No,
Missouri
I think
Kansas City,
I think there's
Kansas?
just 2 Kansas cities.
I don't think so. Or is it St. Louis? No, one of those.
Derp, derp, herp, a derp.
Is that pawn shop open?
Yeah, it's open. Kansas City is in 2 different states. Just park right here. I'll be right back. Just stay.
Yeah, that doesn't work. You know that doesn't work. Seriously, what kind of establishment would have the audacity to charge $8 for N64 sports titles?
We're going to these thrift stores and stuff, and I'm going in and basically asking the clerk, hey, you got any old video games? Nope. Okay, thank you. And bouncing. I leave the store and I'm waiting outside for 10, 15 minutes. I go back in to see where Melvor and Billy are, and these two freaking girls are sitting there shopping, going through every single piece of clothing on every single freaking rack in the store. I'm like, guys, what are you doing? We got a 22-hour freaking drive. Let's go.
I don't care. I'll wear somebody else's overcoat and trousers. I don't care. If I see a nice shirt at Goodwill, I'm gonna, I'll get it. I ain't above that.
Every stop, everywhere we stop, both of them.
I paid $2 for the suitcase that I bought. Granted, it's not exactly the most modern looking thing, but I mean, it did the job. Better than the plastic bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at some clothes because I like shopping at Goodwills.
We should have gone through Shreveport.
We should have gone through Shreveport.
Maybe got some money for the trip.
Yeah, no doubt. Why didn't we just hit I-20 to Atlanta?
Well, that's like 3 or 4 more hours on the trip.
Well, what's the difference when we're taking 48 to get there anyways?
Gas. When we don't have enough gas, we may not have enough money to get back from the short trip. Probably shouldn't think about going there the long way.
Not much luck here in Texarkana, so we're just gonna drive through Arkansas. There's actually, though, a game exchange in Little Rock.
They're probably using the snacks as a pillow.
I thought he was using the sun blocker thing as a blanket.
Would you put it past them?
No, hell no, I wouldn't.
We just rolled into Little Rock, Arkansas, getting into town kind of late, about 8:30 or so.
We love ourselves some game exchanges. It's an amazing chain. One of the few chains that don't actually price gouge. They're not looking to screw you over. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. We ain't walking out here with jack. Why? We can't afford any retail games right now. That's just the reality of it. But at this point, I just wanna look.
I already looked.
I'm sure you did.
I did.
Kind of one at me.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sorry, but if anybody's finding the Flintstones, it's going to be me. We've already proven that. God, I'm slipping. Watch episode 8.
Nowadays, when I go into a retail store, I'm looking for the games that slip through the cracks. I'm hoping to get lucky again. I'm hoping to find another gem. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little spoiled. If I go in there and don't find the Flintstones at Dinosaur Peak, I get a little mad.
I'm gonna kill Billy dead for finding that damn Flintstones game.
$4. I like me some cartoon games.
I don't think it'd been around very long, so their selection was not that great. Bunch of common titles. Nothing really that stood out, nothing really worth mentioning. Is that you? Is that you?
We walked in, skimmed the joint over, and now we're heading out. Great store, but we got other places to be.
You want to blow through Memphis? Yes, I want to get as close to DC as possible tonight.
Okay, so everyone's tired. Billy and I pull over. Neither one of us are in any shape to drive.
We're pulled over here at this truck stop, and I'm one of those guys, okay, that it takes me a little bit of time to go to sleep.
I'm asleep at this point.
And you know when you're right at that point, right at the cusp of falling asleep and losing consciousness, and then all of a sudden,
From the back seat, not only does it wake Billy up, but wakes me up out of my dead sleep. We hear. Hang on, I'm not done. I'm not done. Hang on. We both wake up, look at each other like, what the hell was that? Turn around, look in the back seat, and this stupid SOB is back there just freaking machine gunning him off, kicking his leg like a freaking dog.
Okay, hold on a second.
We had our freaking seats laid back, right? Our freaking heads are literally like 1.5 feet, 2 feet from his freaking ass.
It was cold, and that back seat is not very comfortable.
normally he'd be giggling, but no, that little bastard's back there passed out, just counting sheep.
I look like Pat in the freaking PAX episode with all this freaking gas around me. Now I understand, guys. I apologize, Pat, Jason, John. I apologize.
And then I think at that point, he was back there starting to wake up. He's like, what's all the commotion? Why can't I sleep? Why are you guys gonna be noisy?
Oh, but he's still gonna get his 19 hours of sleep a day. Don't worry about that. He's fine, guys. Don't worry.
I can't stay awake. I'm so sleepy. They don't care.
So at this point, we're wide awake. And we're like, let's go.
All right, so when I get tired, I'll pull over and you start driving. Obviously, we're not going to get any sleep around here with this thing in the back.
Dude, we weren't even here freaking 40 minutes, and this dude, he won't stop.
He's like a fidgety dog. He has to circle around the rug before he finds a place.
Rustling around with freaking papers and shit. And, oh, man, just drive, dude.
22 hours in the car with two smelly men. Oh, better get some games out of this.
All right.
Everyone else got their invite in the mail. I got mine and it said, "Dear Dodonka, we will not be going to DC this year. Don't bother showing up at this time or on this date. We will not be present for undisclosed reasons." Like, really, guys? It's a little bit blatantly obvious, but come on.